and I am so excited to be here. I am reinstating my Wednesday Facebook Lives. I'm going to be doing them weekly, and they will be called The Pathway to Pleasure. And sometimes I will have guests on, and sometimes it'll just be me talking about, like today, we're going to be talking about my self care journey. And I'm talking about other things that are related to sexuality, to sensuality, to female and feminine empowerment, embodiment, just everything that can help bring you more pleasure into your life. So I would like to first start off, as I do my circles, with some grounding sage, sacred smoke created by Grandfather Fire, and just sending you all cleansing and renewal wherever you are in this world, whatever you're doing right now. I picked this time to hopefully be kind of like a lunch and learn for everybody. So just taking in the sacred smoke, bringing it to places, to your throat, to your heart, to your womb space, to your yoni, just cleansing and clearing. And then placing one hand on your heart and one hand on your womb and closing your eyes if you're able to. And begin to just connect with your breath, feeling how your body is breathing you with your sacred breath. And noticing how your throat, your jaw feels, bringing breath and relaxation to these areas. As we know, or maybe you don't know, and I will teach you, a tight throat is a tight yoni, and not in the good way. So relaxing your throat, breathing beautiful golden light into your heart, and breathing that golden light down into your womb space. It's important to take these times throughout your day to connect to your body again, to really check in, to see what she needs. So today I am going to talk about a couple of my self-care tips, things that I have brought into my daily life that have elevated me as a woman, me as an entrepreneur, me as a creatrix of my life. And I wanted to share these with you all. So if you are feeling a lack of energy, being unproductive, or you're feeling stuck, these tips I'm going to talk about today will help you to increase your vitality, your passion, your playfulness, and help you get more excited about life. So a few years ago, in my sex, love, and relationship coaching and year-long initiation, I was introduced to breathwork. And I had also been starting my plant medicine journey at this relatively the same time. So I was familiar to what a psychedelic experience felt like in my body and how I felt afterwards. So part of my home play with some of my modules in my coaching program was going into breath work. And we did it pretty long, like 15, 30 minutes. And after my first home play experience with breath work, I felt amazing. I felt like I had had an ayahuasca experience. And I just felt so much tingling in my body. I felt alive. So I was definitely sold on bringing this practice into my daily routine somehow. So a tip for you, tip number one, is to find the type of breath work that you are resonating with. And there's many different breathwork techniques out there. There's Wim Hof, for example. There's the connected breathing, open mouth breathing. There's pranayama. There's tons of different pranayama breathing techniques. So familiarizing yourself with maybe two or three, and then checking in with yourself before you go into a breathwork practice. Like, what is my body needing right now? What is my intention? You know, if you need more vitality in your body, if you're feeling stuck, you know, the connected breathing, open mouth is very stimulating. However, if you know, you need to get out of your head, back into your heart, you need something more relaxing. Pranayama techniques might be something that you can start to incorporate. So also in my sex, love, and relationship coaching initiation, I was introduced to another beautiful technique, which I teach now, but it's the jade egg. So the jade egg has been around for the longest period of time, and it has been there for women so they can maintain optimal physical and emotional health. Now, the jade egg is good for so many things. I mean, I'll just list just a couple for you. It strengthens your pelvic floor. It brings more sensation into into the vaginal tissue. It heals and integrates sexuality into the body, and it increases this deeper body love, deeper self-love. It also helps to release shame, guilt, and to integrate trauma. So there's more bodily autonomy available for women, more empowerment. So tip number 2 is to get yourself a jade egg. There's some recommendations on my website, and you can reach out and DM me for what I recommend and what to get. But really just getting yourself a genuine jade egg. I preferred the jade. For me, it's more grounding than a glass crystal egg that's been manufactured in a a factory. Jade is not very porous, so the bacteria will not grow on it. Quartz is very porous, so it's really not the optimal thing to actually put inside of your body, because even though you might think you're cleaning it, bacteria could still live in that. So you don't want to end up with any yeast infections or anything like that. So I like the jade egg for its grounding purposes. It's safe bacterial wise, as long as you clean it after use, of course. And creating a sacred space within your home, within your bedroom, for your jade egg practices. Now, I will be going into more of a deeper dive in my jade egg deep dive course that's coming up in August. So this is a 4-week online course that I will be guiding you in the comfort of your own home. We'll have a once a week practice, and then meeting another time that week for group shares, for anything that has been coming up with you during this healing time. So I'll be there for support, to nourish you, to guide you, to encourage you to keep going, and to answer any questions. So I'll be posting more about that course coming up, which I am super excited. I've had a lot of people asking, like, come on, just show us how do we use this jade egg? Because it's one thing to get the egg and then look up practices online. It's another thing to be guided, personally guided, in your home as you're doing it. It's a big game changer that way. So A third thing I want to talk about is how I in my self-care, I incorporate the teachings that I get from the jade egg, the techniques there, the techniques of breath work, and I bring them into my own self-pleasure practices. Um, Self-pleasure with myself or with my partner. So these two aspects help me anyway use the Taoist principles of moving the sexual energy throughout my body and storing it so that I can use it at any crucial time that I might need extra energy for, which has been so very optimizing, I guess you could say, as a entrepreneur and a creatrix of my life. You have that sexual energy stored, that life force energy already nourished, ignited, and something I can tap into. So my third self-care tip for today is using different mantras to ignite your chakras and breathing into these chakras, moving this energy through the chakras, moving sexual energy up through your genitals and through your body. And this will allow you to have more deeper and more healing orgasms. And like I mentioned in the beginning, you will just continuously be turned on by life because you have this sexual life force energy just streaming through your blood, streaming through your body. And it's pretty amazing to walk through life that way. So to recap today, my three self-care suggestions. So daily breath work, whatever is resonating for your body, whatever intention you want to bring in. Weekly jade egg practices, at least once a week. When you first start, I would recommend doing them a couple times a week, but definitely once a week to really, really keep up that practice, strengthening and nurturing the vaginal tissue and the muscles, and emotionally, energetically releasing what no longer serves you anymore. And to incorporate the mantras, the breath, and cultivating your sexual energy so you can power your business and your life. So I hope this quick lunch and learn was interesting to you, helpful, maybe intriguing. If you want to know more, you can just direct message me. I'd be happy to get back to you. So please share this video with anybody who is interested in learning more about how to ignite their energy, to use their sexual energy to power their lives, or if they just want to know how to have better and more amazing 5-star sex. So next week, I will be in Denver, moving my beautiful daughter in to her apartment. So I will be back here on the following Wednesday, and we'll be in July at that time. Goodness. And the topic for that will be, what old stories do you need to give up? What old stories are you holding on to that are limiting you from being the highest version, most self-actualized person that you can possibly be? So thank you so very much. It was a pleasure to walk this path with you today, and I will see you all soon.